most important part of the day. Bullet. Well, I wouldn't say that, but anyway. Well, hey, like this. I just found it. I just put it in. This is very in celebrating of WWF. I don't know what.
For what? Why would you?
We're putting everybody else out of business.
A little late to that party.
Yeah, they did that a long time ago. And you know, I've always said it was the greedy promoters. It wasn't really Vince. Vince just, they could have said, what would have happened? That's the question of the day. What would have happened if all the promoters would have said no? Something to think about for our fans. Well, when Vince offered all that to everybody, what if they would have said, no, we don't want it? But them greedy promoters all said yes, Bullet. So don't blame Vince.
You're going to do an untold story of American history by
Oliver
Stone on that?
Oh, no. That, brother,
they're quite fascinating.
I know. Very, very much. But they'll find some way to sue me because they'll say that something ain't supposed to be in it. Or something.
You just be like everybody else on the shoot interviews and say New York ruined the business.
Yeah, that's the easy way.
Old Vince in New York.
Yeah, exactly. Blame poor Vince for everything. Okay, what the heck? Leave
he wants that.
Vince alone. I know exactly. Very good. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yes, sir. Buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is? George,
well, I thought in between that little lapse time, I thought we fell asleep for a minute. You know, it felt good for just a minute, boy.
They're going to start taking bets on how long that pause is.
We kind of sunk together.
Well, it's the first time I've breathed in the last 5 hours.
I'll never forget that. Reminds me, Bullet, real quick, many years ago, Mark Canterbury, big old mean Mark, who was Shanghai Pierce, and of course Henry Goblin. When we first started, he's 300 pounds, and we traveled the roads together, and we used to save money. We would always, get one room, of course, and one bed. We'd always fight over the bed. And I'll never forget this. One morning, we was like 3 days on the road, whatever, West Virginia, and we woke up, and you know how you just sleep in the middle of the night, whatever. We woke up, and me, Mark Canterbury, his face was right here. And you know, you wake up for just a split second, and you think, what just happened? Seriously. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because it spooks the crap out of you. Because you've been asleep, and you wake up, and that big old head of Mark Canterbury's right here. And you got to think for a minute, oh my gosh. But then you realize everything's okay. Yeah. That you're just cutting costs and saving money. And then you all kind of laugh.
He's underneath the sheet. You're underneath the comforter.
Yes, exactly.
You know, and you work that
out.
You
realize it was just budget. Nothing really happened. It was just budget. Budget thinking. And then you're okay, and you kind of laugh, and then you get to take up out of the bed. But anyway, it just reminds me of that. I don't know why. But anyway.
Or the planes, trains, and automobiles. Like, those are pillows.
Yeah, yes. Oh, I love that. Use that tonight, open mic. Anyway, tell me about it. Triple shot. What the heck?
I'm gonna try. Second one's a lifty.
Thank you, Bullet, so much for fitting this TV show into your real schedule. I appreciate that.
Well,
Bullet.
I would say it's no trouble, but no, it is a trouble, and you're most certainly welcome.
I can imagine. I wouldn't even came back. I'd have just said, George, I'm busy. But anyway, real quick, I'll talk fast, Bullet. We'll get this show under our belt. Bullet, I just want to thank everybody for this past week. Great week at the Faith North Carolina Fair. We finished up July 4th, of course. Just a huge event, and then a big fireworks show. It did rain. What was funny, the night before, my grandbabies came. I had free tickets for them, and then a bottom fell out. And, of course, who gets blamed for the rain for my grandbabies is me. You know, they just, Papa, can't you make it stop raining? I thought, well, wait, I tried. Oh, my gosh. But it just, they shut everything down Friday night. Didn't get to do nothing, so I was really disappointed. Come Saturday, beautiful day. We brought the grandbabies back. I want everybody to rest easy knowing that they got to ride all the rides. Bullet got to use all the free tickets that his up from the carnies. And just a great week. I had set out a personal goal, seriously, Bullet, a week before to sell a whole eclipse. It just got dark. To sell the for the light. It just, I don't know what that guy was, Bullet. But anyway, just sold a whole case of books. Well, it come down, seriously, as everybody knows, it came down to one book. I was panicking Friday night, getting ready to fireworks, getting ready to go off. I had one book, then the carny in me set off, and I just told one guy, one dad, you buy this ticket, your 2 kids will get to walk to the ring with one of the guys. And when it was sold. Then I had to go back to back, find somebody that I felt safe with, which was very hard, that could put this kid with them. The kid outshined the guy. But anyway, beside all that, it was just a great time. Well, thank you, everybody. About 15 funnel cakes. Just a great, one of my favorite events. A lot of our students got to work that week, got some first matches under their belt and stuff. So a great time. And with all that being said, Bullet, this week, Sonny and Cher, the Jackson 5, we taking them all to Princeton, West Virginia.
That's right.
Not Miracle on the Mountain.
Oh. Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, Star. Yes. Yeah. Star
Check my Twitter account.
Yeah. But we're all going. I mean, we're just
there.
loading up, buddy. We got
All there.
Cedric Alexander, of course. Bullet Jake Manning will be there. Myself is going. I even think Little George is going. They got the whole crew coming. Of course,
all the Jackson 5.
They got all the Jackson 5 that we even made up.
Of course, Tito's off in Portland right now. Tito's off in Portland
That's
right now.
exactly right. Tito's in Portland, and he won't be there. But
Yeah.
the rest of the Jackson 5 will be there. We even got, what was the one that kept leaving but kept coming back? Jermaine, yes. Jermaine will even be there, okay, with his leather jacket on. So that's this Saturday night, Bullet, Rec Center, Princeton, West Virginia. Just come out that afternoon. Also, and I'm very excited, that afternoon in Princeton, also at the Princeton Church of God, they're going to do a huge, we love it, Bullet. Got all this food. They got car shows, games for the kids, and of course there'll be some wrestling matches that afternoon. Of course, it's all free, and I'm looking very, very forward to that. I get to just talk for a little bit, and then we'll load up, head to the rec center, and we'll all be together then, and then load up, come on back, and then, of course, I'm going to put a quick plug in for Sunday, close to home. Of course, Tessa Blanchard, all of us, George South, Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle, will, be at Cabarrus Arena for that huge.
Well, not everybody will be there. So just let you know.
Yeah,
not everybody.
Everybody but one.
You're gonna
okay?
be leaving something off the truck. That's for sure.
So,
Let that be noted. Not everything will be loaded up for this
the
Sunday.
sun's missing on the back of the truck, but I'll leave that for the fans' imagination.
Let them figure it out.
But Bullet, just a great weekend playing, Bullet, and I know we got to get out of here in a minute because you got a great evening playing here.
I'm gonna try and make it great. I'm gonna try and make it great.
And congratulations! I don't know if I can even let this out of the bag, but what was it, last night before? You
Yeah,
did
just
take
did
home
an open mic, the lightning round. They give you a little prize. Of course, the prize is a $20 bar tab, and I'm trying to quit drinking. So I feel like Charlie Brown, and I just won 2 free haircuts, and my dad's a barber. But I will say this though, it's one of the few places that have open mics that charge for water. So next time I go to Evening News, I may spend $10. I may get 20 waters while I'm there. So
I love that, Bullet. I love that. So congratulations on you, Bullet. And it's
busy. I'm trying to get as many as I can, hit as many open mics as I can, see as many people as see me, so I can get some actual bookings.
I love that.
And get actual paid bookings.
And these are just a lot of, you don't have time to really, I mean, it's just they put you out there, right, Bullet? With a lot of
put my name on a piece of paper, put me up, see what we can do, and then hopefully, people that are booking shows and stuff like that are in the room. So.
Well, listen, and on a quick note here before we do our Idiot of the Week, I just want, not that I run that into talking about you, but anyway, Bullet, my hat's off to you just for, I don't care how long you've done professional wrestling. I tell people all the time, they think just because I'm asked to come and speak to a youth group or to a church that it's easy for me because they say, well, you've been a wrestler. And I say that right along the lines of, my hat's off to you for being able to do that, because no matter how long you've been a wrestler or how many people you've been in front of, it's a complete different ballgame.
Oh, yeah, it took a lot of shifting gears and different mindset. And, and luckily I consider myself to be smart enough and knowledgeable enough of just entertainment in general, and do as much research and absorb as much knowledge as I could, but still it's a tough transition. Not anybody can just walk into it.
That's exactly right.
I feel very lucky that I have some ability that I've transferred over into not sucking horribly right away. I still have sucked through a lot of stuff, but I'm not awful. I'm at least...
That's right. Because there's no guarantee they're going to like that particular joke. I mean, there's no laugh track. There's no button we push to get laughs. You don't know the reaction to it. Bullet.
But, it's nice though, because a lot of times I've been performing with people that's it's mostly comedians. That's very tough to get a comedian to laugh, and people take it very hard that there's no noise when they say a joke or they hit a punchline and nothing happens. And I always say, it's like, well, I've taken a backdrop and it's never caused anybody to cheer or yay or boo.
Right.
So
you work for George a lot.
I'd much rather stand on a stage and tell a joke and nobody react to it, as opposed to take a backdrop and have nobody react to it.
That's right.
That seems
very good illustration.
That seems to hurt a lot less.
Yeah, very good illustration.
As long as I remember that, I think I'm going to be on the K.
And I always take a little bit of pride in knowing that all of these Moxville shows and the outdoor shows in the rain and the thunder, even the events without a ring, I dare them tell you that they don't have a stage. Okay, boy, I dare tell you that they don't have a microphone. That won't stop you. Well, you don't even need a building. Okay, so I just feel like I've had a small step in that journey
and lowering that bar and expectations.
Yes. Well, I'm so thankful that I had lowered the bar so much that everything that you received today is a plus.
Yes, there you go.
The phone's ringing. I think that's a booking right there for you to hurry up and get to the comedy zone. So, real quick, Bullet, before we're out of here, Bullet, Idiot of the Week, okay? My special time. Bullet, I know the world has gone completely crazy. It was halfway crazy. It is completely crazy now. We could dedicate a whole show to just Idiot of the Weeks. Bullet, so many things. You basically can't do nothing now. Can't wave a flag, can't drive General Lee, can't go swimming at the beach because the sharks have done took over. I'm just telling you that right now. What I think's interesting, Bullet, just on a side note, out of 8 of the shark bites, this is documented, Bullet, out of 8 of the shark bites, 7 of them had signs that said, do not go swimming. That's all I'm saying. So you can't really blame the sharks, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. But here's our Idiot of the Week, Bullet. And I'm proud of this guy. This ain't the guy that did this, and you may have seen it, Bullet. It's all over the place. I want to meet the guy. This guy, Bullet, and we all done it before. This guy is sitting in his lawn chair, hooked up about 300 helium balloons to his chair, and he flew. But when he landed, he's not going in an idiot bag. When he landed, they arrested him. And so who's going in our idiot bag? The police. Bullet.
Calgary police.
Oh my gosh. Bullet, listen. For that to even...
He did in the Stampede, so he's very smart. Biggest time of the year in Calgary history. I mean, in all of the year in Calgary, that's the time of year to do anything is the Stampede. You know,
Bullet,
that's the big
and I ain't going to go into all the details, but just to get... I've tried that. You understand? I think we've all tried it, Bull. We've all jumped off the back porch with the feather wings and took a bump. But for this to actual work, I don't think nobody understands the importance of it actually working.
Yeah, he won, and he did it. I don't know if you knew this or not, but he did it to advertise for his cleaning service because he felt like he was getting pinched out by all these big cleaning services. So he needed to do a publicity stunt to bring awareness to his cleaning service.
Oh boy,
and I think
my minds are working.
If I'm not mistaken, he had a banner underneath the chair. It was very George Southwick. It was one of those ones. Then on the backside, it said "youth." It said Coke, six pack of Coke. Youth Little League Baseball, and the other side had his cleaning service on there. But he said he got tired of being pushed up all these big name guys, so he's just trying to get publicity. But luckily, from what I heard, he only got arrested for criminal mischief, which would be like a misdemeanor.
Okay.
He probably has to pay a fine, and there'd be nothing to it. But he said it's more than worth the publicity he got for it.
Yes. So I just thought it was great. I personally, you know how my conspiracy mind thinks. I think it's all the work. I think the airline stooged on him because if this works, who's going to ever fly again through the airlines, boy? We're just all going to get a lawn chair. Seriously. So, I think it's a work, but that's just my little Tom Cruise Mission Impossible mind thinking that they want to shut the guy down. They're trying to hold a man back, Bullet, okay, because the airlines charge so much for tickets. I just think it's impressive that, and my mind's are thinking now how I can make this work. I wonder if you can fly that lawn chair while you're holding the book. That's the question that I'm going to have to find out. Yeah. Okay? Well, I'm just impressed with the guy. That's what I'm saying.
We'll know when book sales are down. If you're asking me how many balloons can be hooked up to a lawn chair. That's what I'll know for sure.
Let me see how many. But see, what you're going to do, boy, as we close here, and we're smart enough now, we won't go up first in the lawn chair. We'll send one of our students. That's part of it.
I saw like I do it. I was a little freaky. The guy, and he said he wore a parachute, but I was like, what if you start falling at like 90,000 feet? That's not enough time for you to get a parachute
out. You ain't got time to get the cord.
Yeah, you're gonna like.
I just thought in this Roadrunner Coyote society we live in, where everything's nuts, that this guy actually made that work. I just think they should be a day named after him. A holiday. I seriously do. But I was impressed by it, Bullet. Gave me a few ideas about promoting the second greatest book in the world. And maybe even, Bullet, this comedian gig starts, Bullet, I got space on the back of that banner, that Sundrop banner. Okay? So, anyway, a lot going on here, Bullet. This week we'll see the fans, the Jackson 5 reunion coming to Princeton Rec Center. And also, with the Jackson 5, will be coming
the second greatest book of all time,
good,
which
boy.
will not be flying away anytime soon. More than enough copies are available at highspots.com. And if you know more about what me and George are doing, especially this weekend in Princeton, West Virginia, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning and on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Good show, Bullet. Good one. Oh, I love this one, Bullet. That's a very good show, Bullet. That got you warmed up for comedian tonight. Okay. You left one joke. Go tell another one. Okay.
Exactly.
What could be as worse as this?
Yeah.
Bullet.